Hello and welcome to our program today on meeting time limits. My name is Jim Coles and I'm the Executive Director of Columbus Area Labor Management Committee.
And I'm Meredith Porterfield, Program Manager for Columbus Area Labor Management Committee.
When we begin work with some teams, we go to the committee meetings and we see each item on the agenda has an established time limit. Today we're going to talk about time limits and why you may not want to use them on your agendas. Time limits tell how long a group will allow for discussion on an item or on a group of items. Someone is then designated to watch the time during the group meeting and warn members when that time is about to expire. Now, not all groups use time limits, and some only use them on particular agenda items, but not others. If you're going to use time limits, it's important that group members agree on how much time is going to be allowed for each item. That way, it's not an arbitrary decision made by someone else, and group members don't feel like they're being shortchanged in their discussion time available for that item. Groups must decide when a time is up, however, whether they're going to stop discussion, allow more time for that particular agenda item at the expense of others, or carry the item over to the next agenda, and that sometimes can waste time. We've seen groups spend more time trying to decide whether to allow more time for the item than it would actually take to resolve that item. And if discussion is stopped, key points may not be heard, and some group members may feel like they didn't have the opportunity to participate or provide valuable information.
The other problem that happens with time limits is that you can alienate people because you don't give them an opportunity to talk about a particular problem or whatever issue it might be that you're discussing during your meeting. The other thing too is you don't want time limits to determine your agenda. In other words, you don't want to put time limits on items just to cover everything on your agenda. You may not be able to cover everything on your agenda. So just don't let time limits become the way to decide how your agenda is going to be. It is appropriate to use time limits if you have a facilitator who can help you be more productive as a group, or who could actually watch the time limits and can help lead the group through a discussion. Do we want to stop or do we want to continue? It also may be a way for some groups who are having some difficulty. If they're the type of group that just like to beat a topic to death or like to hash or rehash a topic or just go into endless conversations about a topic, time limits may be more appropriate. It can help groups be a little bit more productive, get some things accomplished, and feel a lot better about themselves and the work that they do. Some suggestions to avoid time limits: don't overload your agendas. Just acknowledge the fact that you may not be able to cover all the topics, that maybe there's some things that you're going to have to put off to a next meeting. It may be that you're just going to have a discussion about it. It may be that you're going to have to decide as a group, hey, we've got this topic that's going to take a long time. Maybe we're going to have to put off some things until the next meeting. The other thing too is you might want to prioritize some items on your agenda. Maybe you want to make sure that you cover a particular topic, so you're going to talk about those items first, and then maybe talk about those that are of lesser importance at the bottom of your agenda that could be possibly carried over to the next meeting. So that's it on our topic about time limits. We hope you like this quick takes video. We will have other quick take videos in the future. Thanks.